I'd just like to congratulate, Kentucky. I think what an incredible SEC team, and really excited to let them and see them make an incredible run in this tournament. And I wish them continued success. Really proud of this group. I think they fought and they battled the whole time, and they never gave up. And so just really proud of who they are as people and what they represent and how they put Mizzou back on the map, is what I'll say. And so I think they each left a wonderful legacy for people to follow. And just really excited to see where their careers take them.
Questions for student athletes? Well, I think building off of what Coach Sullivan just said, can you talk about looking back, what do you want people to see as your legacy at Mizzou?
I'll start this. When I think about my entire volleyball career, the 5 years I've been in college, there was a point in my life where I never thought I was going to be able to make the tournament. I never dreamed of where I would be at right now, and I'm very grateful for Dawn, the entire coaching staff, the girls that I got to play with every single day, and the 2 years I've been at Mizzou. Just from the growth standpoint of who I am as an athlete, I finally got in a position where I feel like I'm just now peaking, and I could continue to peak even more in my career because of the things that my coaching staff has taught me. Not only that, the girls around me have taught me so much about life, what it means to be loved by other people around you and have a great support system. And so when I look back at my legacy, I think back in how, I didn't peak at the wrong moment. I'm peaking right now, and I continue to blossom as I go into my professional career and as I continue to, look back in life. So I think that that's an incredible thing of what a blessing it is to be at Mizzou.
I would say that the legacy I want to leave behind is to never give up and just keep fighting and loving those around you. Obviously, I was here on the team 4 years ago when it was not the greatest of years, my first two, and then we got the new coaching staff, and it was just so much better. And I couldn't be more grateful for that, for the coaching staff and for the girls that came in and transferred and all the incoming. And I never wanted to leave, and I never stopped believing in Mizzou as a program, and that's the legacy I want to leave behind, is to never give up and always be there for the people around you.
I think I would just want to leave the legacy of being confident, being aggressive, just going for it. I think that at Mizzou, that's what we talk about a lot, is just being able to go for it and just be confident and be who you are and be able to embody just yourself and do that openly. And I feel like the legacy I want to leave behind is just being on the court, being able to be the aggressor and not shying away from big moments or being nervous or anything like that. I think just being able to keep my foot on the gas and keep my confidence high throughout my play, and the team makes it so easy for me to be confident. And so I think just leaving the legacy behind of go for it, simply.
Question for any of Colleen, Jordan, Michael, whoever wants to answer. Can you talk about, the bond on the team this season and what it's been like being part of that group of 7 seniors?
I'll start. I think the bond of this team is just so strong. I mean, transferring in and you only stay for a couple months, you don't expect to get really that close, but I found myself really close with these girls, and I think they just welcomed me with open arms because they're already a close team, and it wasn't very closed off. It was, you're on our team now, and even on my visit, it was like I was already on the team, and so the team is just so welcoming, and we're all really close. We're all really, again, be who we are. We're all just all authentically ourselves, and I think that just helped us be so consistent this year and helped us shine through the SEC and make the plays that we do and have the upsets that we do. It's just the fact that we all are just so okay with each other, and we only have to be each other in order to do well. It's just be each other. So I think that this team is just extremely close, and I think I can see it continuing to be like that with the culture that Mizzou has. We have a sisterhood, and I think that it's going to continue to be that way because stepping in, I could see that it was that way as soon as I stepped into Missouri. So.
Jordan, I think you've been with the Tigers longer than anyone else on the squad. So what have you seen? How have you seen the program change in those 4 years?
I think when it started, there was nothing wrong. We just didn't have all the pieces together. We had the pieces, but we weren't putting them together. And it was hard to fight through that. But, I knew what Mizzou was when I committed to play there when I was in high school. And so I never wanted to leave. I knew I wanted to stay there. And then, like I was saying earlier, with the new coaching staff and everyone coming in, it really is just like a sisterhood and a bond that we have. And we knew we had to put ourselves back on the map, and to get the recognition that we deserved, we had to fight really hard, and that's exactly what we did in the past 2 seasons, and I know it's going to continue past me being there.
Jordan, Michael, Colleen had just mentioned looking into playing professionally, is that something that both of you were interested in as well?
Yeah.
Not this upcoming, but potentially the year after that.
And then another question, you talk about that third set, obviously, big 10-0 run and the serving by Carolis.
Yeah, she's a rock star, is what I'll tell you. I think she doesn't get enough credit for what she does, just being a defensive specialist for us, but she could probably be a libero and any team in the country. She is a phenomenal athlete, but also as a human being, and the way she cares for the people around her and has a little spice to her, she's fun. And she has this bit where she can just go do what she wants, if that makes sense. She's a green light, just go grab it. And some people hold back when something's there to go grab, and she's like, she'll shake me off at times, guys, with that serve, and she's like, this is where I need to serve to get this point. And I think that's what I love most about her, is that she knows exactly who she is and how to get what she wants. And she's going to have a wonderful life ahead of her. Hopefully, we will be very much a part of it. I think she owes me a large glass of water, right, from all this serve and pass that I've gone. And so, but really excited about Kiara and what she did for this team, but also everyone here in front of you. I think they each, what a wonderful career.
Anybody up to questions for Coach?
Are we done with that? You guys can leave. You guys,
Incredible.
Can you talk about, obviously, ranking 8th, usually a start, not in the lineup today. I think I'd seen something about she was a little banged up, got injured during the SMU match.
Yeah, she got a little banged up in SMU, and we'll kind of see what happens from here. But she's a hard worker, and she is persistent, and she is relentless, and she'll be back, and she'll be really strong for us.
Craig Skinner pointed out that towards the end of the match, you opted for a lot of back row attacks. Was that intentional on your part?
Jordan Iliff was on fire. That's what I'll tell you. And she had 25 kills a set, right, for a right side. That's pretty impressive, and hitting 341. And so we needed to find her, no matter where she was. And I think that was just huge. No matter where that kid is on the court, you can find her, and she's going to put the ball away. She is really something special. And you look at where she took this program, right, year 1, year 2, and she chose to stay here and build something great. And that's exactly what she did.
I asked a question earlier to the student athletes, but looking at these 7 seniors, whatever they might do, what do you think their legacy will be long term?
Yeah, incredible legacy is what I'll tell you. My teams are so special, and they're a family to me. We talk about a lot of really important things, and we're just really close. And one thing that I think this group that they really established was our values, is what I'll tell you. I'll talk about it a little bit. It's just LFG. And a lot of people have heard this probably over time, but they love every minute that they get to spend with each other, on the court, in life. They are just, there's going to be some joy in their heart and a smile on their face, and they love it. Family. And hopefully you can see this, right? The way they love each other and the way they really embrace each other and build each other up, but also go through hard moments together. We face a lot of adversity throughout the season, and again, they just never give up, and that leads always to the last one, grit, and I think establishing who this program is, right, their identity and what we're going to be about, but also the standards, and making sure that when someone walks into our gym, they know exactly what they're supposed to do, and I think this group did it to a very, very high level.
What did this season tell the rest of the country, the rest of the volleyball world about Mizzou volleyball?
Yeah, Mizzou is something to be reckoned with, right? We are on the map, and this is a place you want to compete for championships. And so from going from last to 6th, right, to 3rd in conference, and now at the Sweet 16. And so I think Mizzou volleyball is an incredible place with incredible people that are going to care a lot about you, but also we're going to let it rip when we walk on that court. And so I think it's a wonderful place to compete.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Coach.